What's up, guys? It's Mr. Jinx here, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on the New Mutants review. New Mutants DVD just got last week. Just watched it, so I'm here to give you a review about it. Take things I liked, what I didn't like. I'm probably gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. I didn't think it was as bad as what the critics were saying, but I think it was really great or good. Let's go over the things I liked. First of all, I like the opening. The Blue Hunt's character, they were in some type of village surrounded by snow and ice. Apparently some type of storm that happens, and then all of a sudden, see a bunch of explosions and fireballs. You don't really know what's going on here, so I like it. It's mysterious, it's suspenseful. So then the dad comes and gets her, they all run into the forest somewhere. Something happens where the dad gets killed, and the Blue Hunt is just left lying there. Then she wakes up in some type of mutant asylum. A doctor comes in and tells her that it was an F5 tornado that struck down and destroyed her village. She's the only survivor. But we don't really know for sure. Blue Hunt, she believes that it wasn't a F5 tornado. She thinks it was something else. And then what else I liked about the movie number 2 was Charlie Heaton's character. I'm a big fan of Charlie Heaton. From Stranger Things. Number 3, I like Blue Hunt's character in the movie. What she's able to do, she's able to take people's, fears, use it against her. Sunspot, his fear in the movie, it's his girlfriend. Apparently, he was on a date with his girlfriend. He somehow burned her alive. You had Anya Joy Taylor. Her fears, her worst fear is seeing these, Freddy Krueger-like creatures with a smiley face mask on. They are kind of scary in the movie. Matthew Williams, her character, her worst fear is a priest. It's a big, fat priest. He's like Humpty Dumpty. Don't know why she's afraid of him, but, Charlie Heaton, he's afraid of his own father. There's an illusion of him being in a coal mine. He sees his dad and all the other coal miners. The reason why he's afraid because I think he killed his dad and everyone in the coal mine with some type of mutant power or something like that. So seeing those illusions and apparitions and hallucinations, they were all pretty cool. What else I liked about the movies was the end, seeing all the superheroes get together and fight the main villain at the end. What I didn't like about the film, one, the film is way too slow for see how long this movie is. See. So the movie is 95 minutes. It's like an hour and a half. For like an hour of it, this film is slow. There wasn't really much of a plot in the film. It's basically all the people in the insane asylum just sitting around in group therapy talking about themselves. It's kind of boring. Also, I never knew the people's character names in the film. Now, I don't read the comic books, so I don't know the New Mutants' names in the comics. I don't read comic books. The only person I knew was Sunspot. Usually I catch on pretty quick in movies, but this movie, not one time did I hear the film call someone by their character name. Maybe I just didn't hear, or maybe I just didn't hear. 2, they never really told you who the characters are and why they're there either. I feel like the movie kind of rushed to the end. I feel like the movie was a little bit longer and they included some more backstory and who the main characters were. Probably liked it more. Explore on Charlie Heaton, explore on Maisie Williams, explore more on Blue Hunt and Anya Joy Taylor, explore more on those people. Tell me who they are, why they're there, what's important about them, why do they fear the things about why they fear about. They never really give you that type of explanation. So for the villain in the movie. The villain in the movie is Demon Bear. That is Blue Hunt's worst fear. And so there's two theories in the movie of why her village was destroyed. Either it was an F5 tornado or it was Demon Bear that destroyed the village. But I mean, if you're gonna name a villain, you're gonna name it Demon Bear? I mean, come on. That's not scary. This is scary. Yeah, Demon Bear. The villain from regular show. Yeah, Death Bear. That bear right there, that's the same bear in the movie. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, you're scared of a bear. Come on. That was kind of a little bit, kind of cheesy at the end. It's kind of a little bit cheesy right there. Another thing I like about the movie is that this thing was delayed. It's like 2 years. Supposed to come out 2018. Then they delayed it to 2019. Then they delayed it to 2020. Then I delayed it a few months after that because of the whole COVID-19 pandemic. And how odd is that Disney all of a sudden releases in the middle of the pandemic? It's kind of cheap, a little bit tacky right there. That shows that Disney didn't care about this movie at all. This movie didn't really make that much in the box office. I think it made only like $40 million. Didn't make a whole lot. I think Disney didn't care about this movie. They just wanted to get it out of the way with. They can just bring X-Men into the MCU, which I'm not really a fan of. It's what Disney is about, owning everything, owning Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Marvel. They get every Marvel movie character together in one movie. The Ultimate Alliance. It's coming. Nothing I didn't like about it was the doctor in the movie. Alice Braga was the she portrayed the doctor, and she's just like everybody else. Every other person that tries to befriend the mutants and then turns on them. We've seen it with Bob Trash. We've seen it with Stryker. We've seen it with what's his name? What's his name? The Wolverine. Still a samurai. His name Yashida, or something like that. Same stuff we've seen in the other movies. It's all about the mutants, all about their powers. Another thing I did like is that this movie did make connections to Logan. You saw some footage from Logan. So it tells you where the movie is at in the timeline. This movie, I would say, takes place in, I think it's post-Logan, could be pre-Logan. So they do make connections to that film. But unfortunately, this movie is probably not going to get a sequel. It's probably the last X-Men franchise made by 20th Century Fox. It's just the same. I mean, I think this if there was no Disney and Fox merger, and if this movie didn't get delayed, this movie would have had more time to develop. We could possibly see some sequels and stuff like that. But this movie's okay. Probably get a 7 out of 10. Not bad, but not really great either. Just kind of those middle of the road movies. That's my thoughts on the New Mutants.